Hey folks, it's the Rev, and welcome back to Let's Play Mega Man Legends. So, before I do anything, first thing I'm going to do is equip my flak jacket that I totally forgot to do in the last part. And that would have been a pretty embarrassing thing to go into this ruin without. Because, yeah, these guys are going to do a good bit of damage, or at least some guys we're going to be seeing later on.
Alright, Mega Man, let's get started. I upgraded the support equipment twice. I could be able to access this battle from here too. Where is that old fellow used to be a bigger
So yeah, nothing too novel here at the beginning. Basically just beating some red versions of the small Reaver bot enemies that we've seen already. They're basically just more durable versions of the ones we saw before, the green ones. And we just got a couple of holes here at the very beginning. Yeah, first room's actually pretty easy. It's the stuff later on that could get a little dicey. Alright, moving right along. Yeah, a little too much blue in this room if you ask me. Clashing a little too much. Frankly, I think the red Reaver bots really spice things up a bit. And yeah, if I had the vacuum arm, getting all this Zenny would be no problem, but nope, I have to walk into it all, but really I don't need to collect it in the first place because I've got that spot in the Cardon Ruins that makes collecting Zenny so much easier. Vacuum arm is pretty great, though. Generally, when I'm playing Mega Man Legends, vacuum arm is the item I have on hand because really, I find that the Mega Buster is more efficient for taking out enemies with. Yeah, there are some special weapons that are pretty fun to use, and I'll be sure to show those off as I collect them. But for the most part, I just stick to the Mega Buster. It's more reliable. You see what I mean? It's so hard to... The precision needed to walk into those things is so exact, and I don't like it. Anyway, chest! And we got some old hover jets. Oh boy, can't wait to put those to work. Any other holes here? Nope, let's move on. And yeah, you definitely need to have the jump shoes to get to this particular ruin. So if you didn't get them in the last ruin, I can't imagine why you wouldn't. Yeah, you're gonna need them here. Anyway, these enemies could take a little bit of time to bring down. You shoot them a few times with your regular buster, it flips them upside down, and then you can shoot them in their vulnerable underbelly. Of course, you can use certain special weapons to flip them a little faster. I find that the explosive weapons are better suited to this because you can do that with just one shot. So, like the grenade weapons, those would be a good choice for these things. I mean, sheesh, dude, no need to flip out. Stay back, buddy. Alright, I believe we've got some goodies over here. We've also got these one-shot explosive robots up here, so make sure you're keeping an eye out for them. Yeah, there's one that likes to hide out over here. Make sure it's taken out as soon as you turn that corner. Alright, no problem so far. We're going to be finding a lot of neat goodies in here, such as a Gatling part. That will lead us to another special weapon later on. And over here we have another one of those starter keys.
What did you find? From these readings, it looks like a starter key. That means there's probably a big refractor in here somewhere. Good luck!
Yep, just like in the last ruins, we're looking for starter keys, and 3 of them will be needed to get to the refractor at the end. So, yeah, second verse, same as the first. These enemies aren't terribly difficult, it just takes a somewhat annoying amount of time to take them down, that's all. They're not too bad. But make sure you're paying attention over here, because there's a hole hidden in this little nook here. And it's got a ring? Does this mean I'm now protected from damage, as long as I keep recollecting it? Alright, and now into the next room.
Mega Man, what can you see up there? I'm not picking up anything on my monitor. I don't know. I've got a bad feeling about this.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with the physics here, but it looks very wet. Is there, like, a leak going on up there somewhere? Is it happening all over this room? Weird. But, yeah. Basically, just water filling into that room, although there's no water sitting on the bottom. Also, another star key here. But, yeah, there's basically just water. It's like dripping down the walls and into the bottom area, even though there's no water down here. Not, like, forming or anything like that, so I don't know. Despite this being such a big room, there's actually not that much that we need to collect here. In fact, if we head on into this room over here, there's our other starter key. So now all we need to do is find that refractor and claim it. Yeah, this one's going by pretty quick, wouldn't you say? Good amount of money in that hole, though, so still worth checking out. And we've got some pretty tough robots down in that lower area. They're a lot like the ones that we saw in the first room in the Cardon Ruins. The ones that kind of hung out at the bottom and just sort of... They could really lay out hurting on you if they hit you. Except these ones could disappear and reappear. So, head down here cautiously. Oh, there it is. The Machine Buster does a pretty good job sniffing them out, because you can still shoot them even while they're invisible. It might be a little difficult to do that with the Mega Buster. Sheesh, there are a lot of robots in this room, I gotta say. Oh, I took out all those flying ones. But no, there's still 3, apparently. There we go. Alright, what do we got in here? A joint plug. That's gonna be really useful later on. Ah, there you are. That was kind of a weird effect when I was shooting at it. It kind of looked like it was getting electrocuted or something. Alright, what's looking at me this time? Is it you? It sounds like there's another one of them down there, but, oh, yep, there it is. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa! You back off. I am against jump scares, thank you very much. Alright, now comes probably my least favorite room in this ruin. The enemies here will wreck you if you leave them on screen for too long. There are these little gator enemies that are going to fly out of the screen like that. Try and take a few of them out as quickly as you can before they start shooting these giant blue waves at you that hit you like a freaking truck. I mean, you saw how much damage that did. I think it took off like 3 of my bars of health, and this is with the Kevlar jacket, I might remind you. Do your best to avoid those waves because they hit really hard. I really don't like these gator enemies. They'll swim off into the water to avoid fire from you. Just wait for your opportunity to counterattack. It's a lot easier to... It would be a lot easier to handle if it was just like 1 or 2 of them, but no, they always throw like 4 of them at you. And they're just such a pain. Thankfully, this next set we can handle them from a distance, and that gives us more of an opportunity to avoid their attacks. I'm not going to worry about the Zenny because it's just not worth it. I'm not going to get myself killed to collect a little Zenny here and there. I suppose certain special weapons might make this part a little easier, and I feel like the Machine Buster has been doing fairly well for me here. It's certainly stunning them pretty nicely. There we go. That one didn't go so bad, but trust me, that part can be pretty bad. And we'll be sure to check out those side rooms on the way out. But at this point, we're now in the last room. There's a big cylinder here, but who the heck knows what this is for. But going into the next room, it's the refractor.
If I'm reading this right, there's a huge refractor there. We should be able to repair the flutter with one that big.
Speaking strictly from size, it appears to be about the same size as the yellow one that we found before. So, what's so special about this one exactly? Whatever. Maybe it's just the power of red that does it. Anyway, lowering the shield, and let's get it. Once again, I have to take my helmet off for this.
That's funny. No alarms or security devices? Be careful, Mega Man. I don't like the looks of this.
Well, you seemed pretty okay with the last one. I mean, maybe Cadillac's ruined securities just isn't that good. I mean, this is two ruins where we got a refractor and absolutely nothing happened.
Mega Man, I'm picking up a Reaverbot signal. It came out of nowhere. It's a big one. The readings are going off the scale.
Yeah, we're not getting out that easily this time. Now we have ourselves a proper boss fight. What this guy does is, you know what, actually, before I do this, I'm going to go ahead and use my canteen, because I'm actually pretty low on health here. Still got 3 units left. We basically have a big robot here that's going to be constantly moving towards you to try and do dive tackles towards you. Ideally, you want to keep your distance and give yourself some space so that you can avoid it. When it jumps on the ground like that, it creates a big shockwave on the ground. You just simply want to jump over that. And when he dive tackles at you, use strafe and jump to avoid him. And as for attacking him, basically all you need to do is jump and shoot. After all, you are jump and shoot man. It's what you do best, right? When you see him coming towards you, just strafe out of the way and jump when he hits the ground, and you should be able to come out of this without getting hit too much. Did I just avoid that by dodge rolling? Wow, I didn't even know you could do that. Come on, jump! But yeah, as far as boss fights go, I don't think this guy is too bad. He seems pretty intimidating at first, but yeah. Just keep to the jump and shoot strategy, and he should go down eventually. Uh-oh, jump too soon. Yeah, mind your timing as well. Wow, I'm getting hit a lot more than I was expecting to, but take it on my word, this boss really isn't that bad. He's got a pretty easy attack pattern, and he's pretty easy to counterattack. But not too much further to go. Like I said, sniper range will help out with this if he's a good distance away from you, but also feel free to go full power as well. Oh, thanks for locking up my controls so I couldn't jump there. Come on, one more shot. There we go.
I'm not picking up any Reaverbot signals anywhere. It looks like you got him.
Yeah, just barely. I mean, that fight went by a lot harder than it should have. But, oh well. You win some, you lose some. So with that, we're pretty much done in these ruins, but before we head on out, we'll check out these side rooms here. Like I said, all the ruins in this game are interconnected, and these side doors here will actually go to some of the other ruins that we've been to. As we head in this direction, take note of these walls here, how they're all cracked and stuff. We need a certain special weapon in order to be able to destroy these walls, and then beyond those walls we will be able to get to rooms that we've been to already. I don't know if we'll see them on this map. No, they'll be later on down, but yeah, we would need to bring down those walls in order to get connected with the other rooms that we've been to in these ruins. But we can get to this chest and get ourselves a rapid striker, which I'm pretty sure is a buster part. Yes it is. It adds 2 to the rapid. Alright. And with that, I think we've pretty much seen everything there is to see in the ruins. Down that other door in the ruins that we were just in, that basically just leads to another cracked wall, but that's a dead end. There are no chests over there, so I'm not going to make you sit through all this again, so I'll see you in the last room. Alright, so now we're back in that first room that we were in, now headed for the exit. Just gotta get these red robots out of the way again. And hey, might as well hit them up for a little more zenny. I've really got to work on my dodging. Or just get a better weapon so I don't have to worry about it. I often wonder how other Mega Man Legends players approach these games. Like, what special weapons do they prefer using? What sort of routes do they usually take? I think you're sliding the wrong way there, buddy.
You must be getting hungry, Mega Man. I made some apricot pie. Are you up for a slice when you get back?
Not really a big fan of apricot, but hey, why not? I don't know, I'm just not really a big fan of apricot. I've always been a apple or pumpkin pie fan, personally. What are your favorite kinds of pies? Let me know in the comments. But for now, back to the surface. It's time to board the boat, and it's time for Cutscene Mania. Mega Man, do you want to go back to town? Yes, I do.
Okay, I'm fresh out of ideas. You know, what bothers me most is that while we're sitting here, he's out there digging up all sorts of stuff.
Calm down, Teasel. You're going to burst. He won't beat us to the treasure. No one will, as long as that big door is still locked. All we have to do is make sure we get rid of him before then. Right? So what if he digs up a few scraps here and there? He can keep that garbage. All we're after is whatever's behind the main gate. Right, Teasel?
You know, you're absolutely right. Then that will be our new plan. We'll wait for him to open the main gate. We'll let him keep whatever he finds until then. He'll see. It'll be the Bonds who have the last laugh in this game.
That's right!
Well, sounds like the Bonds have some plans of their own, though I don't know why they felt the need to show that cutscene while I was boating back over to the mainland. Whatever. Oh, hey, it's Wily. You're back, eh? Oh, that's quite a prize you brought back with you. I must say, you've certainly exceeded my expectations of you. Well, you're welcome to come back, and use my boat anytime you want to. And in case you're wondering, the Wily voice that I'm using here is from the 90s cartoon, if it wasn't apparent. Just thought you should know. Anyway, taking our big red refractor, let's go ahead and show this thing to roll. Into the car. Into the car. Thank you. Sup, Roll? I don't believe it, Mega Man. It's a red refractor. With this, we should be able to repair the flutter. Hooray! Let's go, Mega Man! Let's go fix the flutter! Cutscene!
Mega Man, could you take care of the refractor?
Okay. Finished. It's ready.
Okay, I'm all done here too. I'm going to fire up the engine, Mega Man. You grab that blue lever there.
Gotcha. This one, right?
Yep, on my mark.
Ready.
Sail switch on. Refractor rotation speed increasing. Engine field generation at 80%. Safety lock check. Initiating countdown. 3, 2, 1. Mega Man, now!
Here goes.
Metastatic field operational. Pair production active. Come on, fly.
We're flying. It worked. You didn't roll. We're flying. We're flying.
Well, I still have a lot of work left, but we should be able to get around the island at least. And you'll be able to reach that cave now, too. Let me know when you want to start a dig at the cave, and I'll take you there anytime.
And with that, we've now gotten the flutter, in a state that we can now go inside of it. There, she's finally fixed. Well, it's not 100% fixed, but we should be able to get around the island. She'll be able to take us to the other sub-gates, or the closer woods. I'm starting to get a little worried, though. It seems like things are starting to get out of hand. I'm not sure, but I think Gramps is nervous about something, too. Why don't you go talk to him? I think he's in the living room. And talk to him we shall do in the next video. I've got a few things I need to take care of before we go to the next sub-gates, so join us next time to check out all of our new toys. See you then!